Hi everyone, Mark here and welcome back to Road to Blues. This is part 3. Okay, so in the last lesson you found out how to find the 3 chords to create a 3-chord trick, 12-bar blues progression. Now, you can use those chords, which is absolutely fine when you're playing rhythm guitar, okay? But what if you wanted to just lead that up a little bit, alright? And then maybe take it to the next level, rather than just playing the chords, you can play arpeggios or chord notes, alright? It's really, really cool. This is a good way to really bring your playing along that next level, okay? Now, so in the last lesson, we mainly concentrated on G, in the key of G. So we had a G7, a C7, and a D7 chord. And you could transpose that, that's the word, transpose that into different keys, alright? But we're going to concentrate on G again today. So those 3 chords that you learn. G7, C7, D7. Now, what we want to do is play the arpeggios from those chords, okay? Now, when we're playing an arpeggio, it's really simple, but you've just got to know a major scale. Now, we covered that in the last lesson, but I'm just going to quickly go through it again for you now, because we're going to have to change this shape to over the neck a few times, alright? So we'll do G major, so that's G, A, or 3 and 5 on the bottom string, B, C, D, or 2, 3, 5 on the 5th string, and E, F sharp, G on the 4th string. That's 2, 4 and 5. Now, to create a G dominant 7th arpeggio, which is mimicking the G dominant 7th chord, what we need to play from that scale are 4 notes from that scale, okay? And we need to alter one of the notes as well. Yeah, it's real grown up stuff, it's all good. We just play the first note, which is a G, play the 3rd note, which is a B, play the 5th note, and then we play the flattened 7th note. So the 7th note should be here, which is an F sharp, but we want to flatten that down to an F. That's our blue note. That's that one. In lesson 1, they used to refer to those notes as the devil notes, alright? Back in the early 1900s, right? Because us Westerners didn't really like it at the time, but now we love it, it's all good. So then you put them together. So you've got this kind of major thing, and then this like really weird dark sound, yeah? Okay, it's really cool. Okay, so that is a G dominant 7th arpeggio. Now you don't have to play all the notes from it. Notice how you can kind of slide or slur into some of those notes, which sounds pretty cool. Okay, so then we want to find the other 2 chords, which were a C7 and a D7. So all we do is go up the strings, so that's G, and we want to find a C note, alright, on the bottom string. Now, I'll just let you know, it's on the 8th fret on the bottom string. But if you want to fill the gaps in, so you start off with a G, 3rd fret, A, 5th fret, B, 7th fret, and then C is the 8th fret. Okay, so you might want to get yourself, just go on the internet and then type in a fretboard chart or something like that, just so that you've got something in front of you that tells you what the notes are that you're playing, alright? Because now we want to find the notes that are contained within this C dominant 7th chord shape, alright? So it's the same shape as what you played before, so that kind of major with the minor lift thing. So you want to do that same shape and just mimic that, starting from the C note. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds cool. So it immediately sounds bluesy, doesn't it? Work out the notes contained within that. So it's C, E, G, and then you've got a B flat note. And then we do the same thing for the D as well. So C, C sharp, D. So we're on the 10th fret now. Same shape. good, it's all good. So that's a D, F sharp, A, and a C. Okay, so now that we know the notes, just write them down somewhere, scribble them down, and then when you're playing, or playing over the backing, those dominant 7th chords that we played in lesson 2, you now have the knowledge, or the theoretical knowledge, to capitalise on that, because you know that over this G7 chord, that the notes G, B, D and F are going to sound really, really cool. So you can kind of move something like the neck. So if we're playing G7, there's a G here, and a D here, B flat there, excuse me, I said B flat, didn't I? I'm thinking of the next lesson. Should be a B. There's an F there as well. So yeah, so it's immediately adding on a lead line, yeah? And the tricky part is learning some of the notes, yeah? But this is a great way for you to really practice your note knowledge, because if you just know that where I am here, there, I've got the notes from the arpeggio. Look on your fretboard diagram that you've hopefully got now, and find where those notes are. So you want a G, a B, a D and an F. Mess about with it, play around, and you will have fun. And then also find the notes from the C7 chord, work out where they are, okay? So we said B flat, didn't we? And then we also said G, and we also said an E, and we also said a C. And then back to that G chord. And then you got like the D chord too. Etc, etc. Okay, so hopefully that makes a little bit of sense for you, using the notes from the chords and then actually being able to play them over the top of a chord progression really lifts it, and makes you sound like a lead guitar player, and sound like a blues lead guitar player. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next lesson, and that's going to be lesson number 4. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Facebook, Mark Randlesome Guitar Tuition, and also any comments that you want to make are, I suggest you go to www.randlesomeguitar.co.uk. See you soon guys, Mark out for now.